So here we are discussing two different cases, that when we are placing an object at infinity in front of concave mirror and when we are placing object at infinity in front of convex mirror and the parallel rays are falling on this two mirror, then which kind of interaction or which kind of rays we will see as a reflected rays. So here in case of concave mirror, when object we are placing at infinity, all these parallel rays, this dark line are the incident rays. Incident rays means they are falling on the concave mirror and this is a reflecting surface. So from there they will reflect back. They will reflect back and they will intersect with each other at one particular point. That point is lying in between C and P. Now what is the C? C is a center of the curvature of spherical mirror. This mirror is a part of a sphere that we have seen earlier, and this is a center of the curvature. Now P is a midpoint of our spherical mirror. So this F point is lie in between C and P and on the principal axis. It is all the three are lying on the principal axis. So F point is in between C and P, and what is this F? Is a principal focus of concave mirror. It is a principal focus of concave mirror, and that we are denoting with F. So when we are placing an object at infinity and those parallel rays are striking on the concave mirror, they will reflect back and intersecting with each other at one particular point on principal axis. That point is known as principal focus of concave mirror. That point is known as principal focus of concave mirror. Similarly, in the case of convex mirror, when object we are placing at the infinity and all the parallel rays are falling on the convex mirror's reflecting surface, then those rays will diverge in another direction. Those rays will diverge in another direction. But when we will extend this rays, those rays will go behind the mirror and they will intersect at one particular point. So that point is known as principal focus of convex mirror. Now this point is also lying between P and C. Since this is a convex mirror, center of the curvature will lie behind the mirror. Center of the curvature will lie behind the mirror. So similarly, principal focus of convex mirror will also lie behind the mirror, and this F point will lie in between P and C. And all these three are on principal axis. But since this is a convex mirror, and sphere will start from here, so C and F will lie behind the mirror. Here this surface is our mirror. So both of these things will lie behind the mirror. And we cannot see that these rays are actually intersecting. But when we will extend them, they will go further till behind the mirror and they will intersecting at each other just like this. Behind the mirror they will intersect and they will give us one point in between P and C, and that is known as principal focus of convex mirror. Now two important terms we are discussing, that is aperture and focal length. So what is the aperture? Aperture is the diameter of reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is called its aperture. For example, this is a concave mirror. So this is M and N. So this is known as aperture. This complete is known as aperture. And what is that? That is the diameter of the reflecting surface. Reflecting surface diameter is known as its aperture. But in this chapter, in this standard, we are studying only those spherical mirror whose aperture is much smaller than its radius of curvature. Now what is the radius of the curvature? Here we have seen earlier that this spherical mirror is a part of sphere. Now from where the sphere is parting from its base from the spherical mirror, from there till the center is the radius of the curvature. So how much is the radius of the curvature? This aperture is very small compared to this radius of the curvature. So we are talking only those kind of spherical mirror whose aperture is very small compared to the radius of the curvature. Now, for those mirror whose radius of the curvature is much larger than the aperture, for them radius of the curvature equals to 2 into small f. Now what is the small f? It is a focal length. It is a focal length. This is a aperture of concave mirror. We have seen earlier that this is a principal axis, where here P is line. When the rays are falling parallel to the principal axis on this concave mirror, they will reflect back. They will reflect back and they will interact and they will intersect with each other at one particular point, that is known as F. And here is the C. F is in between C and P. F is in between C and P. So the length between P and F. F is the principal focus of concave mirror, and this is a pole. Pole is a midpoint of spherical mirror. So in between F and P, this length is known as focal length. This length is known as focal length. So distance between P and F is known as focal length. So the focal length is the distance between the midpoint of the spherical mirror P pole and principal focus of concave mirror. So in between whatever length is there is known as focal length. And what is the aperture? Aperture is this complete length of our mirror. Either it is a concave mirror or convex mirror. The aperture is the diameter of reflecting surface of the spherical mirror.